Hey, did that lady move up?
Yeah, she did for sure, huh?
Okay.
It says it's being live streamed.
All right, guys, we're about ready to get going here. How's it going, Pirates fans? Steve come through the Pirates Cove Sports Network coming to you live via satellite. We're here at the newly opened SR Ball House. What a place to be. I like to send an invitation out to everybody. Every Wednesday, you can come join us here on the podcast. You can come and watch us through the podcast. We have the coach with a meeting with Coach Sosa that's happening, along with the coaches meeting, the youth coaches. Right now, we're fixing to get started with the RFYFL Coaches Corner. And first, before I introduce all the coaches, I'd like to introduce the newest member of Pirates Cove Sports Network, and that's our junior broadcaster, Jaden Moreno. Jaden Monero, I'm sorry. Jaden Monero is a freshman at the high school and has inquired and is interested in getting into podcasting, so I thought I'd invite him out. Jaden Monero, how's it going, buddy?
Go good, go good.
Hey, so talk to me about the interest. You know, where did that come from? What are you looking to get out of it?
I'm just looking to get out of it. It's just something, just exposure to the camera. Uh, just like doing this for the coaches.
Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna get things kicked off here. As you see to my right, I have Mr. Landon. Landon's the coach of our junior boys. The rest of the coaches are just tuning in via satellite. So we'll go down the line and make our introductions. First, we have our freshman division coach, Chino Cantu. Chino, how's it going, buddy?
Doing good, bud.
All right, man. Glad you can make it. And welcome to the show. So I'm going to kick things off with you, Chino. So you had a game this weekend. You guys are 2-0 in the division. You guys went up against Victoria. How did that game go for you guys, and how do you think your boys played?
It started off intense. The coaches were really fired up. The opposing coaches came in fired up. We started off with some fireworks. We scored within our first two plays. They got the ball and they were able to move it. They gained like a 30-yarder on the first carry. So their coaches are hyped up. I'm hyped up, and emotions are flowing, and tempers raised. But the boys settled in. I settled in, and then we just locked in. The boys played good defense, and we're able to get them to turn the ball over. The game went the way we needed it to go. The boys worked their tail off, and they were able to bring home the win.
So I was there. I saw the game, and I saw how the tension was. How do you maintain your composure during a game like that? What's going through your mind when you know, emotions are high, and you know, how are you able to keep yourself composed?
At the end of the day, I got to make sure I try to keep my emotions as bottled up as much as I can. As much as they want to come out, I got to compose myself because of the kids. At the end of the day, the kids are looking at me for leadership, and I can't be out there acting a fool in front of the kids, because it's lead by example, and I take pride with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, next we're going to pass things over to our junior podcaster, Jaden Monero. Jaden Monero's got a couple of questions for you, Chino.
So, Coach Chino, after this past week's victory over Victoria, how do you think your team did to your standard of coaching?
I thought the boys played very well. Like I said, early on defense, we gave up a couple plays, but like I said, the boys locked in, and the boys had double-digit tackle for losses. You know what I mean? We had double-digit tackle for losses. We ran 6 offensive plays for the game, so I thought the boys played well up to standard. They did an amazing job this weekend.
Yes, sir. As of today, Coach, your team is 2-0. How do you keep this fireball of a team going?
Just keep working hard, taking it day by day, week by week. Ultimately, we know what the end goal is, but right now we're taking it game by game and just keep working hard and getting after it. And I think at the end of the year, we're going to be where we need to be at.
Sure.
Yeah, great job. Great questions, Jaden. We're going to go over to the sophomore division. Ronald Leva, how's it going, big guy?
It's going good, Coach. Great week of practice. I love how we carried over our momentum, you know. So definitely didn't take a step away. You know, we're in good standings for sure.
Okay, that sounds great, Jaden.
Okay. So Coach Ron, coming off of that victory, what did y'all change from the loss from the first week?
So we had time to evaluate a lot of film, right? So the good thing about you know, our RFYFL league, right? We have a lot of cameras, right? A lot of ways and opportunities to study. Right after our first loss, you know, we evaluated a lot of film. We watched all the film. We watched the positives and the negatives, and us coaches were able to put our minds together. And first thing we noticed was our blocking scheme, right? So we changed our blocking scheme, and then it trickled over to, hey, you know, we got to adjust some of our weaknesses in our offensive set. So we moved a couple pieces around, right, and we carried it over to week 2, and so far it's working.
Yeah, great job. So next over, we're going to go over, we're here live. I got Landon here. We're going to go over to the junior division and talk a little bit about the junior boys. The junior boys played in a very tough game this week. Overtime, which was exciting to be witnessed. How are the emotions in an overtime game? Have you ever been in an overtime game before?
Yeah, I've been part of an overtime, a couple of them. The thing is, it's gonna be the boys. You know, all the boys got a little down. They wanted that big win right off the bat, just like the first game. So, you know, we had to settle them down and set them in. Unfortunately, you know, it came out to the other side. They were a really good coach team. They came out on the other side of that one.
Yeah. But you guys are doing well. The junior boys. So next up we got Carnes. Carnes City is 1-1. They lost to Goliad 6-19, and then took a really close win against Beville 13-12. What are you looking for? Or what do you think Carnes? What type of problems they may present to you guys?
So talking to other coaches and looking around, you know, I figured out that they're a pretty good team. You know, Beville won it all in this division last year. I know they're going to be a really well coached team. I know that they're going to be able to move more. So our defense is just going to have to stay on fire, keep doing what they're doing, and go from there. Offense is going to have to go to blocking. We missed a couple of key blocks. We missed a couple of key holes where I think we could have busted this last game out. So we'll get back on track.
Yeah, no, it was a really good coach game. Love the defense, obviously. Played extremely well all the way down to the very end, and it just came down to one last stop, and you guys just came up short. I mean, there's no reason to hang your head on after a game like that. Very well coached on both sides, offensive and especially defense. I really like what you boys are doing on defense. It kind of caught me by surprise because I know you're an offensive guy, but the defense is really flying around and doing extremely well. So I'm super proud of you guys in that aspect. I'm going to pass it over to Jaden. Jaden, you got some questions for Landon?
Yes, sir. Coach Landon, heading over there to play the Roughnecks, how are you coaching your kids to keep the foot on the pedal?
So look, we got out there and got a good win, then we walked in and, we had to take that loss. So to walk in there this week, all I told them was, look, we got to put our foot back on the pedal. We're going to run hard, we're going to hit hard, make a couple of adjustments, and just keep them going. At practice, I don't agree with having points scored on the board, so they had to get some extra runs going for that. So that's all it is. I work them hard in practice, so the game's
Yes, sir. Dear.
Anything else for Landon, Jaden?
Let's see here. Coach Landon, do you have a score prediction against the
Go ahead.
Roughnecks?
Say again, Jaden.
Coach Landon, do you have a score prediction against the Roughnecks?
A score prediction. You know, I said it last week. We came a little shy. I'm gonna at least say it's gonna be 14-0 at least.
You heard it here, guys. You heard it here first. 14-0. 14-0 versus Orange. Hey, next we're gonna go to the old head on the table. Scott, Big Scott. How's it going, Scott? How you doing tonight?
Good. We're going good tonight. How about yourself?
No, I'm doing well, man. Having a good time out here. Really enjoying the scenery. If it wasn't for the mosquitoes out here, this would be ideal. I love the setting. The atmosphere is great. Got people having dinner and everything's going good. So I'm hoping that one day that you guys are able to come out here and we'll do the entire podcast. All coaches, we open up the table and we can all sit at this round table and then have a nice meal after the end of it. But moving on to you and your team. So, you know, took a tough loss this week, faced a pretty good team in Victoria. They were pretty stout, but I was super proud of your second half. You guys made some adjustments at halftime, really buckled down. They scored 0 points after the halftime, so hats off to you and your defense and your coaches putting together a good game plan to really shut down Victoria's offense there in the second half. What is it that you saw that you needed to make adjustments on in the first half over to the second half?
The turnovers. We had the first kickoff, we had a turnover. Second kickoff, we had a turnover. And they had they got big runs off us. And that's what they scored on, the big plays. A couple big plays, and that's what they scored.
Yeah. So the defense really turned it up a notch. I saw you started sending more pressure at them. That really didn't give them no time in the back to really, get anything off. So great job. Yeah, that was a great job. Jaden, you got any questions for Mr. Scott?
Yes. Coach Scott, I know you played football at a college level after high school football. What are a couple things that you bring from that experience to football?
Hard-nosed football, hard-nosed defense. Make them work for every yard they get. That's it. I mean, you have to earn every yard.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Jaden.
As I was sitting in the press box watching the game, I see you running a power offense. Will we see any throwing this upcoming game?
Yeah, we'll see them throwing this upcoming game. It was windy as heck out there last week. So I didn't throw the ball a whole lot.
Yeah, no, great job, great questions. Hey, so let's go back to the freshman division. Freshman, Chino, any offensive standout, defensive standouts you want to point out?
Noah Bone led the team in rushing yards and total touchdowns this week. He had 2 carries for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that kid's he's a home run hitter right now. He's doing a great job. And defensively, Lux Howes led the team in tackles. He had 8 total tackles with 4 tackles for loss. And like I said earlier, as a team, we had 20 tackles for losses as a team, as a defensive team. And then, like I said, the boys, we ran 6 offensive plays. So all the way around the board, players and coaches did a hell of a job, and parents were loud and proud. So great job.
Yeah, no, extremely well coached. The defensive side of the ball is what I'm really impressed about. Like you said, all the defensive pressures and tackles for losses. I mean, those are good building blocks for a team, especially at that age. They did extremely well. Ron, you want to talk to me about any standouts that you guys had?
Yeah, actually, this is probably, my favorite thing to mention right now. Most of the time, right, you hear about the stud players, but we have Javen Cantu. I seen the kid play baseball, and you know, I knew like, hey, this kid is he's just an athlete amongst boys, you know, during baseball. And I told myself, man, I really pray we're able to land him again this fall. And from the very beginning, you know, of course, it took him a little time to come out of the shell, you know, and then week one, we play Ingleside. It's a defensive battle, right? So we don't really get to give him the look we want. And, you know, we got to have a good controlled ball game this past Saturday. And, you know, Javen was able to show us he can see open field. He can run fast. He's not afraid to be elusive. So, offensive standout player, hands down. You know what I mean? And newcomer on the blocks, definitely Javen can too. You know, for sure. Offensively, you know, I know a lot of times, you know, we you know, you hear Jet Garcia, Camden, you know, Solis, you know, my son Bino, you know, those kind of kids. But I think it's definitely cool when you find potential, untapped potential like Javen. So you know, definitely a good kid to keep on the radar.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All those boys did exceptionally well. You know, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of growth in your boys from the first game to the second game. So that's always good to see, right? You want to see growth. You want to see them doing better. You want to see them learn from the mistakes that they made the week before and not make them again, and continue to learn and grow as a team. And you put, you know, enough of that together, the wins will start to come more consistently back to back. Lando had it tough. My guy Lando had it really tough. A couple of key players out. You know, Trey, obviously, Shepard, a big part of your offense, and then losing Dom, another huge part of your offense. How were you able to overcome that, or you know, plug and play and keep the game, play as good of a game as you guys did without those key guys?
You know, another big one we were missing was Jonathan. J Train was out, so one of my main linemen were out too. Next man up. Yeah, that's all you can do. You know, I told him that in practice and before the game. It's next man up. You know, it's 11 hats going to win it. So, yeah, no matter who goes down, next man got to step up and fill that job. And, you know, they step up to the challenge. Yeah. I told them there's going to be a challenge, and they stepped up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought you guys did, like I said, one of the better played games that I've been a part of or been able to witness. You know, the defensive plays, they were tough. You know, you guys were tough. You guys held your own, and it comes down to that last possession. You know what I'm saying? So you know, hold your head up on that. You guys played an exceptionally well coached and well executed game plan to the team. Scotty, I know it's tough right now, Scott. You guys are 0-2. Are you seeing, you know, some light at the end of the tunnel? You got some, you know, some kids. Or I tell you what, let me reword that. I want to know the kid that's really standing out to you, that's come the furthest, right? That's come the furthest, that made the most progression from day one to right now.
Jackson Wiggins is probably my standout guy right now, from start to finish. He ran the ball hard last Saturday. He didn't give up, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. Probably my standout guy right now. Yeah, absolutely. That was a great. That's great. That's great to see, and you got to continue to look for that progression, right? Day by day. Jada Monero, you got anything for the coaches before we get ready to get them out of here?
I got Coach Scott. One last question for him. Tough loss last week. How will you adjust your offense and your defense to get back onto that track?
Well, my defense, we adjusted our defense a little bit to a 3-5 and a 4-4 last week. And as far as offensive goes, try to get everybody healthy coming in and not give up the big play. Keep the ball in your arm. We'll be good. We'll be fine.
Yeah. No, I think it was a great job by all. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying? We're early in the season. There's still a lot of time for things to get turned around. Kids keep playing hard, keep coming to practice, keep learning. We're all going to get better. The entire league.
So I got something real fast.
All right, go ahead, fire away down here.
Why don't you tell us about the $200 we're trying to get every game?
Yeah, let me put that out there. Absolutely, that's a great point, man. So, I want to put out that information to the public. So RFYFL is now partnered with Pirates Coast Sports Network, and we're going to be streaming the games week to week, away games, home games. We're going to fill the web with as many youth football games that we can get to. So we're going to continue. We're going to stream them at home. We're also going to go on our road. Our junior podcast, Jada Monero, is going to be going live and streaming the home game. So we're looking for sponsors for that. So if there's any local business that wants to get involved with the youth football league, give me a call, hit me on Messenger. I do want to mention the 3 that have already reached out to me. So I have Zavala's Furniture was one of them. Let me get to the rest of them. I hate to do it. Let me hurry up. Treat Street Cookie Box. Treat Street Cookies. All right, they've signed on to be sponsored. Zavala's Furniture. Clean Scene. Clean Scene, that's Montemayores. They've signed on to be a sponsor, along with Backlegs Lodges. Backlegs Lodges. I'd like to say thank you guys for stepping up, hearing the message, and reaching out to me, and are going to be willing to sponsor us throughout the season. Now, we still have more games, and we got playoff games coming, so we can always use more. Part of it does go to the announcers, but then half of it also goes back to RFYFL, helps us pay for referees for the week and expenses and stuff like that. So, yeah, great question. Thanks for bringing that up.
Another leading to that. So that's in there now. And how are they get the money to you? What do? They go straight to you, or
so if you message me, I'll send you the Cash App information. I'll send you the Cash App. You can also write a check to RFYFL. But I can send the Cash App. You can send it that way, or however you guys want to handle it. I'll come to you, and we'll get those things taken care of. So I really appreciate that, man. Thanks for bringing that up.
Real fast. Are we looking at getting to the other sports as well, the youth sports? Try to get it a yearly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Pirates Coast Sports Network is always going to be there for the youth programs. They're going to be on board. They're willing to do anything and everything to help promote the youth programs that are in Rockport baseball, the soccer leagues, and all the youth, the basketball. Basketball is probably the easiest because it's all games are confined to one spot. Soccer too, you know what I'm saying? They're all confined to one field, so it's a whole lot easier to get out there and stream those games. So absolutely, I mean, that's how we talk about. They're open to anything and everything that has to do with promoting the youth programs here at Rockport. So, no, great question. I appreciate you bringing that up. Again, if you're looking to sponsor and get involved with the Youth Football League, reach out to me on Messenger on our Facebook page, on our RFYFL Facebook page. Just hit me up on Messenger, tell me to be a sponsor. I'll get you the paperwork to you. We'll get you signed up. So I appreciate that. That's a great job, man. Great job. Hey, listen, that's gonna be it for us. We're gonna wrap up the show. I appreciate you, man, for coming out. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for tuning in, coaches. Jada Monero, you did an excellent job. Our junior podcaster, high school freshman. Hey, listen, if there's more of you guys out there after watching this, high school kids that want to get into podcasting, you want to get in front of the camera, say you want to get behind the camera, we have a spot for you guys. So reach out to us, Pirates Coast Sports Network, Gabriel Trevino, Rick Walker. They'll get you lined up. The more kids we can get involved in this, the more games we can go stream. So, hey, you guys continue to tune in and just reach out, and we're much obliged to help. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Hopefully, we can all get together and sit down here and have this podcast next Wednesday. That'd be awesome to do. I think that'd be great. Steve Doctor, Pirates Cove Sports Network, signing off from SR Bowl House. I'll see you guys next week.